The district magistrates of Imphal West, Imphal East, we're talking about Thoubal, Kakching and Bishnupur districts, have issued prohibitory orders just on Sunday. Earlier, the Manipur government had ordered the suspension of internet and mobile data services in 5 districts for the next 5 days beginning today. And the decision was essentially taken in view of the violent protests and the clashes between protesters and the security forces in Imphal, which erupted on Saturday evening. Now, the renewed unrest, it started over reports of the arrest of leaders from the Meitei organization Arambai Tenggol. Citizens have requested to cooperate with the orders, which include restrictions on gatherings. The assembly of 4 or more persons has been restricted in Imphal East, Imphal West, Thoubal and Kakching districts. The orders have been issued in view of the prevailing law and order in this situation in the valley. Meanwhile, a total curfew has been imposed in the Bishnupur district effective from 11 p.m. Just this past Saturday until further orders and further clarifications come to the fore. The curfew relaxation order previously issued has been cancelled due to the deteriorating law and order situation in the state of Manipur. So the security situation deteriorating, which is why these kind of curbs have been placed, mobile services have been suspended yet again, and prohibitory laws and orders that have also been imposed in various districts, Imphal East, West, Thoubal, Kakching, just to name a few. But then again, you've got the Union Home Ministry, which is all set to resume talks with the Kokki-Zo insurgent groups in Manipur after a gap of 2 years. Now, a senior government official told a leading daily that the suspension of the operations pact or the SU agreements with the insurgent groups in Manipur will be renegotiated with stringent ground rules. Mind you, on the 3rd of May, back in 2023, when the violent protests erupted and we're looking at the situation that prevails in Manipur right now, because of the protests that took place on the 3rd of May back in 2023, well, those protests erupted because of these particular talks. These were about to be finalized back in the day on the 3rd of May 2023. And now the center, it seems like, is again willing to renegotiate these agreements with the Kokki-Zo groups. Now, the Kokki-Zo SU agreements and the SU groups will hold the talks with the Ministry of Home Affairs Northeast Advisor A.K. Mishra and the Intelligence Bureau officials on the 9th of June. And let's also take a look at how many times talks were held and what exactly came out of it, what transpired at those meetings. Now, on the 3rd of May, like I mentioned before, 3rd of May 2023, 25 Kokki-Zo groups almost signed an agreement with the Union Home Ministry. The groups agreed for autonomous councils for Kokki-Zo people, but the talks were derailed after violence erupted on the 3rd of May. Now, the next year, on the 29th of February 2024, pretty much a year later, Manipur government pulls out of the tripartite SU agreement. The pact was first signed back in 2008. On the 29th of February 2024, the Manipur Assembly, barring Kokki-Zo MLAs, unanimously passed a resolution to abrogate SU agreement. There are 14 SOO SU camps in hill districts and around 2,200 identified cadres of these various SO groups. And then lastly, on the 19th to the 22nd of August last year in 2024, informal meetings were held between 3 members of Kokki-Zo groups and A.K. Mishra, the advisor for Northeast, and the Ministry of Home Affairs and various IB officials as well. So even as law and order situation is developing in Manipur, the centre has shown willingness to renegotiate the SU agreements with these Kokki-Zo groups, with of course A.K. Mishra, the advisor for Northeast, and the Ministry of Home Affairs and other IB officials as well. What's going to happen next? Well, we'll keep a keen focus and eye on that.